children, despite the challenges of the world. I know most parents in the cities, in the rural areas who wake up early and move to farms and get to market centers once in a while do not easily have time for their children. But if we have time for children, the interesting things that they tell you, suggestions they propose to you as a parent, you will tend to like them. And in the long run, they will fit in a society that we all deserve and like to see. Much as we are talking of their responsibility, children who are listening to us these days, please know that apart from your right, you have responsibility to listen to your parents and to also do your homework. You have a responsibility to continue to attend school, to do the right things in school, so that your parents will also love you. And in the end, we'll get a better world for all of us. Mr. Speaker, to this, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.
Yes, please. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the statement. And I commend my honorable senior colleague for the statement that she made. Mr. Speaker, the strength of a nation lies in how it guides and nurtures its youth. So today, we have to raise the awareness of protecting children. And also, it's not just a celebration of children, but it's also a reminder for us as adults, our responsibilities towards protecting the children's rights, protecting them from violence, protecting them from pedophilia, and protecting them from incest. We also have to celebrate the children's, their creativity, their enthusiasm, and their potential limitless in terms of their future, because they are the future of this country. Mr. Speaker, so this is a chance to amplify the voices of children and allowing them to express their concerns and share their ideas and their dreams. We shouldn't suppress or stifle the children's thoughts. We should be open to them and their concerns and shouldn't just say that they're too young, because from what they say is what you know, that's how you gather in terms of what the children need and how they'll be shaping the future. What we can also do, actually, is to gather their thoughts in terms of their views and place them in a role, say, if they were an MP for a day, if they were president for a day, what political priorities would they like to see? What would they like to do if they were president for a day? What would they like to see in their communities if they were MP for a day? And Mr. Speaker, you'll be very surprised in terms of what the children will say, because that will actually shape what our political priorities should be in terms of their feedback. And it will also instill in the children that one day they could also become an MP, member of parliament, or a president, because they will definitely be in those roles in the future. So, Mr. Speaker, today is a day that reminds us that we must make the world a safer place for the children, protect them, and bring out and not stifle their creativity and their enthusiasm, and also reminds us in terms of our responsibilities towards children. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. We move on. The next statement. The next statement stands in the name of the Honorable Member for Tamale North, Honorable Alassane Suhuyini, statement on the 65th anniversary of Ghana Secondary School, Tamale.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to make this statement to mark the 65th anniversary of Ghana Secondary School, Tamale. The Speaker, is with immense pride and a deep sense of nostalgia that I rise on behalf of the entire Ganasco community, past and present students, dedicated staff, supportive parents, and the esteemed Board of Governors to celebrate a significant milestone, the 65th anniversary of Ghana Secondary School, Tamale, fondly known as Ganasco. In the context of Ghana's educational history, Ganasco's establishment was a significant step by Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in expanding quality secondary education to the northern parts of the country. For decades, it has been an engine of social mobility and an intellectual hub, producing the skilled manpower that drives our agriculture, civil service, health, and education sectors. Mr. Speaker, distinguished individuals such as one of Ghana's most celebrated bankers and majestic traditional ruler, Mr. Alhassan Andani Pisholana, the majority leader of this august House and Member of Parliament for Boku Central, Honorable Mahama Ayarga, the former youngest Pro-Vice Chancellor of any university in Ghana, Professor Felix Kofi Abagali, the highly regarded pediatrician, Professor Al-Hassan Abdul Momin, Abedi Ayu Pele, our celebrated energy minister, John Abdullahi Jinapo, and of course, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and his ever supportive and loving wife, the First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Mrs. Lordina Mahama, and of course, my humble self. We all consider this great institution more than just a school. It was a furnace that forged our character, a nursery that nurtured our talent, and it remains a beacon of hope and opportunity for generations of young Ghanaians. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, in this chamber today, Ganasco has the highest number of old students who are members of parliament in this country. Honorable Professor Hamza of Kumbungu, Honorable Zuwaira Ibrahima of Salaga South, Honorable Fatahia Abdulaziz of Savilugu, Honorable Professor Ali Dusedu of Tamale Central, Honorable Dan Latif of Ablekuma Central, Honorable Solomon Kuyon of Krachi in Chimuru, Honorable Alhassan Tampuli of Gushegu, Honorable Alhassan Umar of Zabzugu, and others. For 65 years, Ganasco has been a pillar of academic excellence and character formation in northern Ghana. Its motto, Dania Suma Nesugulu, has guided countless alumni to become leaders in every sector of our national life. In 1974, Ganasco became the first school in Ghana and Africa to launch a rocket, a landmark achievement that demonstrated the practical application of science education. This event remains a key part of the school's history, and the rocket is featured on the school crest, etched on every uniform to remind students of their limitless capabilities. This 65th anniversary is a testament to the resilience of its staff, the dedication of its students, and the enduring support of its community. As we look to the future, the role of schools like Ganasco is more critical than ever. Investing in them is an investment in national cohesion and sustainable development. Therefore, as we celebrate this 65-year journey, let us pledge to equip Ganasco with the modern tools and infrastructure it needs to thrive in the 21st century. This weekend, Mr. Speaker, when we gather on the school compound, His Excellency the President will commission an ultra-modern science laboratory and cut sod for the construction of an astroturf and other infrastructure facilities. I congratulate Ganasco and wish it greater heights in the years to come. I also call on alumni, both home and abroad, to continue supporting their alma mater. Let us acknowledge the tireless efforts of the current teaching and non-teaching staff who carry the torch forward. And when you see the beautiful buildings in Ganasco that are painted for this anniversary, thank the majority leader of this House. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Yes, honorable members, 2 minutes each, commentary. Yes.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker for the opportunity to comment on a statement ably made by Honorable Alasan Soyini on our great alma mater. Mr. Speaker, Ganasco is one of the progressive and greatest secondary schools you have in this country. In the northern sector, it is the #1. Although Tamale Secondary School students or alumni see Ganasco as their rivals, we see them as mentees. Mr. Speaker,
I'm here, and we don't see you as equals at all, so you can't be rivals at all. The gap is too wide. Don't go there.
Mr. Speaker, I'm guided. Mr. Speaker, indeed, Ganasco has made a significant contribution to the human resource of this country. Honorable Alasan Soyini has already mentioned a number of great people that have been produced by Ghana Secondary School, including His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the First Lady, Mrs. Lodina Mahama. Our great leader has been mentioned as one of the alumni and many others. Mr. Speaker, Ganasco has nurtured and shaped the life of many great academicians and great people in this country. Mr. Speaker, I remember our days when we were in Ganasco. We had very great teachers who tried to put us in the right direction. Although we saw them as wicked teachers, but I can tell you that today we appreciate them. The likes of Ababio, the likes of Abari, these were very great personalities that everybody, when they were very popular, everybody knew in Ghana Secondary School. Mr. Speaker, Ganasco, as we celebrate this our anniversary, let me commend the management, the board, alumni, and all for supporting Ghana Secondary School. And I want to end up by congratulating all of us, the alumni and sympathizers, for on this our celebration. I thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, I rise to add my voice to this important statement made by my senior colleague, Honorable Sohini. As a proud old student, I rise with gratitude. Ganasco is not just a secondary school. It is an institution that has shaped Northern Ghana's education and leadership journey for 65 years. It has molded generations through discipline, character formation, and academic excellence. Mr. Speaker, for 65 years, Ganasco has given hope to children from all walks of life, especially those who might otherwise have been denied access to secondary education. Today, its impact is evident in this chamber, where Ganasco proudly stands as the secondary school with the highest number of sitting members of parliament. That is a legacy of national significance. Thank you. As we celebrate this milestone, it is important that we also look forward. Ganasco needs renewed investment in modern classrooms, science and ICT laboratories, dormitories, and a safe learning environment to prepare our young people for the demands of today's world. Mr. Speaker, I join the call for stronger support for alumni, policymakers, and stakeholders. I congratulate the headmaster, staff, students, and the entire Ganasco community for sustaining this legacy. Long live Ganasco, long live Ghana. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
We take the last person. The leaders want to contribute. You want to comment? Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to comment on the statement made by Honorable Suhini. The statement has said it all. Ganasco, just as he said, is not just a school, but an institution. I am not surprised today the caliber of people Ghana Secondary School in Tamale has produced. We are not just talking about this house that we have the highest number, but if you go to other sectors, in sports, in academia, in all the fields, you will find Ganascans there. Ganasco is a disciplined institution. And so I want to say that I encourage and urge my colleagues that kindly send your wards there for a proper training so that you will have great men and women in the future. So I say that I am proud. I am very, very proud that I was trained in Ghana Secondary School. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Yes, there's one other member. Yes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I just rushed from the office and I'm a little disappointed. First of all, let me commend the maker of the statement. But Speaker, I'm disappointed that when he was making the roll call, my name was omitted. Mr. Speaker, I'm a proud member, a proud old student of Ghana Secondary School. Right Honorable Speaker, our president, the current president, was 1 year ahead of me. Mr. Speaker, Her Excellency, the First Lady, was my year mate. So, Mr. Speaker, I want it to go on record that I am a proud member of Ghana Secondary School. Mr. Speaker, I had my sixth form education at Ghana Secondary School between 1977 and 1979. And Mr. Speaker, this comes too close, the praising of myself. But I was one of the best students during that year. Speaker, during our time, there were only 2 sixth form schools in the northern region, just 2 secondary schools, Tamale Secondary School and Ghana Secondary School. And Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to inform you that in 1979, Ghana Secondary School beat Tamale Secondary School during the sixth form, the A-level examination. Speaker, Ghana Secondary School, not that year alone, but I'm being specific. I'm being specific, and I want...
Actually, Honorable Member,
Mr. Speaker,
the 79 A-level elections was not a contest between Ganasco and Tamale School. It's not a football.
Mr. Speaker, the competition then was so stiff, and we were always competing with Tamale Secondary School.
So if all those years Tamasco had better results, you only won in 79, you shouldn't be mentioning it.
Speaker, so in conclusion, it is not in doubt that Ghana Secondary School is one of the best secondary schools in the country. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
The honorable member who was also on his feet, before I take the leaders. Yes, 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for indulging me. Mr. Speaker, I want to congratulate my honorable colleague, Honorable Sohini, Alasan Sohini, for making this statement. Mr. Speaker, he has enumerated the great and illustrious sons that Ghana Secondary School has produced. And even in this particular chamber, I think we have more than 10 of us represented here. And that is a great testimony. And that is a great testimony to the vigilance and the discipline of training that we went through as students. Mr. Speaker, it was not just about the manner and caliber of people that we have and the quality of training that we went through. Ganasco also provided the opportunity for social bonding. Mr. Speaker, the first family attended Ganasco and met there. And Mr. Speaker, I also met my wife at the Ghana Secondary School. And I can mention several other colleagues who have met their better halves at Ghana Secondary School. So it's not just about the discipline and then the level of... The Speaker, it was not just about the discipline and then the quality of academic training that we went through, but it provided an opportunity for social bonding, and we have always great families and have been motivated by our better half to do better. And Mr. Speaker, you are one of the best speakers we've had in this country, and I'm just wondering whether your wife is also a former Ganascan. Mr. Speaker, I take this opportunity to invite you, if you are free, to participate in our activities this Saturday. I wish to thank the administration and then the students of Ghana Secondary School for bringing this school this far. Thank you so much for indulging me, Mr. Speaker.
Minority Leader.
Oh. Mr. Speaker, let me thank you for the opportunity to add my voice to the statement on the floor, ably read by the Honorable Hassan Sohini, celebrating 65 years of his alma mater. Mr. Speaker, each one of us here is a proud product of a secondary school. When it comes to that debate, it will be an endless debate. And down south, St. Augustine's, where I attended, will always be debating Mfansipim and Adisada as to which school is superior. It comes therefore without doubt that today, Mr. Speaker, you, a proud product of Tamale Secondary School, and I know Honorable Haruna Idrisu himself of the Tamale stock. These Ganasco people, Mr. Speaker, just their 1979 win, they want to rub it in. Mr. Speaker, you should have hesitated in admitting the statement, knowing what was ahead. But Mr. Speaker, as Democrat as you are, you want them to have their day. Mr. Speaker, one thing I pick from this is that our formative days in our various secondary schools are days that we must be very proud of. The teachers who played important roles in our lives. This is a 276-chamber parliament. Each one of us has had the benefit of secondary education. So it's a moment to celebrate public secondary education in our country. And surprisingly, parents would pay huge monies for primary JHS education for private schools. But when it gets to secondary school, they take their children to public schools. So it tells you that there is something that our teachers in public schools are doing that gets every parent wanting their son or daughter to be a beneficiary of public secondary education. So, Mr. Speaker, whilst our friends are celebrating this day, let me also take the opportunity to congratulate all teachers in public schools for what they've done for Mother Ghana. At least they have made it possible for this chamber to be populated by their own products. As for the aspect of the submission that Ganasco all students are the highest in this chamber, Mr. Speaker, it's a matter for another day. I will not contest it now, but I have my serious doubt. But because many of my good friends in this chamber, as I can see, are from Ganasco, I will let them have their day. So, Mr. Speaker, let me congratulate them and wish them well and many accomplishments. Thank you so much indeed.
Majority Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in the spirit of reconciliation, I want to share my time with the Honorable Minister for Education, who is the host MP for Ghana Secondary School. But unfortunately, he never benefited from the very good teaching that Ganasco offers. Mr. Speaker, I have very fond memories of Ganasco as a secondary school. But to tell you the truth, when I was choosing a secondary school to attend, my first choice was Tamasco. My first choice was Tamasco because at that time, the headmaster of Tamasco was my uncle, Alhaji Belko. That was the only reason. Mr. Speaker, that was the only reason that my uncle was the headmaster of Tamasco. But my father had attended Ganasco. He was among the first batch of students who started the school. And his schoolmate, L.M. Awuni, had become the headmaster of Ghana Secondary School. So when I showed my application, he took it, put it aside, and said, "You are going to Ganasco." And indeed, all of us, his children, went to Ganasco. And we have never regretted going to Ganasco. Mr. Speaker, I started practicing law in Ganasco. I had a small legal practice there. Anytime that students were invited to appear before the disciplinary committee, which used to sit, I think at that time, in the science block, I'll go and hide in a corner. And as the students went in to appear before the disciplinary committee, I listened to each of them and I told them what to go and tell the committee so that their stories would be consistent and disorganize the committee. So the committee was having difficulty taking decisions until they managed to get one of the students to confess that I was sitting outside all the time and feeding them and guiding them what to say at the committee hearings. So my housemaster, Mr. Kuma, who was a Greek teacher, came to the dormitory one Saturday on inspection, and after the inspection, he was addressing us and reported that it had been discovered that I was in the habit of hiding in a corner and managing the work of the disciplinary committee and making it difficult. And that was the first time I heard the word bamboozle and said bamboozling the committee. Mr. Speaker, I have not since then forgotten the word bamboozle. And he made a profound statement and said, I think you should be a lawyer. And that was what made me later in life to decide that I wanted to be a lawyer. Even though in school, I was actually the best art student. And my mother wanted me to go to Science and Tech, KNUST, to go and study art. Mr. Speaker, as for the rivalry between Ganasco and Tamasco, it is what has really formed Ganasco. That we pride ourselves with being small but having higher quality. Small but having higher quality. Mr. Speaker, when we talk about performance in O-level and A-level, Tamasco will always sit many students. Yes, the story of Ganasco is never complete without talking about Tamasco. And Mr. Speaker knows that, and the Minister for Education also knows that. That is why, even in this chamber, the story of Tamasco and Ganasco is that Ganasco has produced more members of this chamber than Tamasco. Even with our small numbers. The only thing we haven't done is to get a speaker.
Honorable Majority Leader, you know that what you were doing in Tamasco was not practicing law. You were practicing something else. Exactly what you are doing on this floor.
Mr. Speaker, as I said, I want to share my time with the Minister for Education, in whose constituency Ganasco sits, and to just conclude by saying that we're all very proud products of Ghana Secondary School. We want to urge the young ones who are there now to look up to us and be inspired to perform. If all the secondary schools in Ghana, both the international schools and the grade A schools, if among all of them, in this chamber, a school as small as Ghana Secondary School has produced the highest number of members of parliament, then those who are there in that school today should be inspired and to know that the sky is the limit. Mr. Speaker, on Saturday, we will all be there, led by the President and the Education Minister, to join them to commemorate the 65th anniversary of the school. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Minister for Education, I'm sure you will educate them about the statistics. Because they got it wrong.
Mr. Speaker, I should thank the Honorable Suhini, Member of Parliament for Tamale North, for leading the observation and celebration of the 65th anniversary of Ghana Secondary School, Tamale, which without any debate has produced the first gentleman of the Republic in President John Dramani Mahama and the First Lady, Mrs. Lodina Mahama, and many other personalities who have served these countries in various ways. But, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Mahama Ayerga knows that part of his attraction to Ganasco was the Adwa. He was chasing some Adwa Wache, which was very popular at the time. You were in Ganasco because of Adwa. You remember that very, very well. and then Gable, which is called Tubane and Dagbane, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, those were his attractions. If he wanted to follow Master Bolko. But Mr. Speaker, on a more serious note, we used to refer to Ghana Secondary School as Kuko Middle, a kind of middle school, Mr. Speaker, if you recall. So, Mr. Speaker, this year they are celebrating Ganasco at 65, a legacy of excellence inspiring future generations. And I'm sure the number of members of parliament who are serving the republic in various capacities and those who have made the nation proud in their service to the country. But Mr. Speaker, the honorable minority leader raised a significant issue which should guide our debate forward. When he made reference to Mfansipim and Adisadal and St. Augustine, I will even add Presec and Motown Achimota. Mr. Speaker, the rivalry of these institutions have been healthy and competitive. And in that healthy competitiveness have allowed them to strive even for greater excellence. But we need to have more of those categories of school. But Mr. Speaker, it also gives a poignant position of how late education arrived in northern Ghana. Today, Mfansipim is celebrating 150 years. Ganasco is celebrating next year. 150 years, Ganasco 65 years. You see a huge gap in terms of access to secondary education. So, Mr. Speaker, as he rightly stated, the President of the Republic, President Mahama, have confirmed that he will be the special guest of honor in Ganasco on Saturday to join them celebrate 65 years and to say thank you to Ganasco, at least for the training which has made him today the president of our republic, and he's endearing himself to many. So to all Ghanaians, we say we want to congratulate you at 65. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude with just a translation of against me because of the Adwa. Mr. Speaker, I'm just concluding on Dania Suma. Dania Suma, very typical, I'm sure, in the northern languages, is about good intentions. That whatever you do, let it be led by good intentions, which is what the heart does and not what the mouth does. We should be guided with good intentions, everything we want to do, even in our public service. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, I just need a minute to sign some document and return, so I'll suspend the sitting just for 5 minutes. I'll just sign some document and come back.
All right, welcome back. That was a parliamentary session where you had members of parliament. Indeed, the member for Tamale North, Al-Hassan Suhini, make a statement on the 65th anniversary celebration of the Ghana Secondary School in Tamale, Ganasco. And of course, subsequently, you had some members of parliament also passing commentary on same. Quite an interesting proceedings in parliament. The speaker has taken a break, and so we're doing same. We're taking a break here and, of course, return to normal programming. I am Nanatu Boate. Many thanks for your time. Keep watching Channel 1 TV.